Prince Edward, the Duke of Kent, a remarkable senior royal dedicated to serving the monarchy. While he may not be as widely recognized as his late first cousin, Queen Elizabeth, this 87-year-old Duke's contributions are remarkable. But that's not all. Did you know he's connected to various European royal families? And here's a fascinating tidbit. Prince Philip is his relative through his mother's side. This video is a must-watch if you're eager to dive deeper into his extraordinary life. He became the Duke of Kent as a young boy. Prince Edward George Nicholas Paul Patrick was born on October 9, 1935, at his family's residence, 3 Belgrave Square in London. He is the eldest child of Prince George, who is the 4th son of King George V and Queen Mary. Additionally, Prince George is the younger brother of Prince Albert, who later became King George VI, who is Queen Elizabeth II's father. Prince Edward also has multiple royal connections through his mother, Princess Marina. Before getting married, Princess Marina held the title of Princess of Greece and Denmark. She was also a first cousin of Prince Philip, the Duke of Edinburgh, who married Queen Elizabeth. This makes Prince Edward a second and first cousin once removed to King Charles III. Furthermore, Princess Marina's mother, Prince Edward's grandmother, was Grand Duchess Elena Vladimirovna of Russia. Grand Duchess Elena was the granddaughter of Emperor Alexander II of Russia. As a result, Prince Edward has royal relatives in England, Greece, Denmark, and Russia, creating a diverse and extensive network of royal connections. In addition, he has 2 younger siblings, Princess Alexandra, the Honorable Lady Ogilvy, and Prince Michael of Kent. Sadly, in 1942, his father, Prince George, passed away in a tragic flying accident while serving in the Royal Air Force during wartime. Prince Edward inherited the title of Duke of Kent at 7 after his father's untimely death. He began to undertake public engagements from a young age, and in 1953, he attended the coronation of his cousin, Queen Elizabeth. In his memoir, A Royal Life, he recalls how he was nervous about his lines after being told he would have a prominent role in the ceremony. Then, aged 17, the Duke was informed he would be seated in front of his peers alongside Prince Philip, Duke of Edinburgh, and his uncle, Prince Henry, Duke of Gloucester. He is one of the 3 royal dukes who would pay homage to the Queen after the Archbishop of Canterbury. My chief anxiety was that I would forget my lines. I had been given the impression that I had to remember them, so I had learned them by heart, he recalls. Currently, the Duke of Kent holds the 40th position in the line of succession to the British throne. He served in the British Armed Forces for 21 years. Prince Edward started his education at Ludgrove, a preparatory school in Berkshire. After that, he attended Eton College and Institut La Rosie, a boarding school in Switzerland. When he reached 18, he joined the Royal Military Academy Sandhurst. While there, he won the Sir James Moncrief Grierson Prize for Foreign Languages. He is fluent in French because he grew up in a household where his mother and aunts preferred to speak French, as revealed by his younger brother, Prince Michael of Kent. In July 1955, he completed his training and became a second lieutenant in the Royal Scots Greys Cavalry Regiment. He embarked on a military career over 2 decades, showcasing his dedication and service. On July 1961, he achieved the rank of captain through a well-deserved promotion. Between 1962 and 1963, the Duke of Kent served in Hong Kong, and later on, he joined the staff in Eastern Command. His commitment and capabilities led to another promotion, this time to the rank of Major on December 1967. In 1970, he commanded a squadron in his regiment. He served in the British Sovereign Base area in Cyprus as part of the United Nations Peacekeeping Force, which aimed to maintain peace between the Greek and Turkish regions of the divided island. During the early 1970s, he served in Northern Ireland alongside his regiment, recognizing his leadership abilities, and was promoted to lieutenant colonel in June 1973. After a remarkable military career, the Duke retired from the Army on April 1976, but his contributions didn't end there. He continued to hold significant appointments and responsibilities. In recognition of his achievements, he was promoted to Major General on June 1983 and later to Field Marshal on June 1993, solidifying his legacy as a distinguished military figure. A fascinating revelation emerged in the book Queen of Our Times, The Life of Elizabeth II by Robert Hardman and published in 2022. Within the pages, Hardman uncovers secret correspondence from the National Archives in London that sheds light on a significant event involving Queen Elizabeth. It has revealed that in 1971, the monarch received information about the IRA plan to kidnap her cousin, the Duke of Kent, upon his arrival in Belfast. At that time, the Duke was 35 years old and serving as an army officer with the Royal Scots Greys. He was deployed to Northern Ireland with his unit. However, the Queen intervened to prevent it. She alerted then Prime Minister Edward Heath during a private audience about the potential danger. Consequently, Heath swiftly communicated a warning to his ministers. Following this development, commanding officers received explicit instructions that the Duke would only be sent to Belfast with special orders. A few weeks later, the Duke of Kent was reassigned back to the mainland, effectively averting the kidnapping threat. About his love and marriage. Prince Edward first met his future wife, Catherine Worsley, while he was living at Catterick Camp, an English military base. Catherine is the only daughter of Sir William Worsley, 4th Baronet, and Joyce Morgan Brunner. On June 8, 1961, Prince Edward and Catherine got married at York Minster, which marked the first royal wedding to take place at that location in 633 years. The bride's father accompanied her down the aisle, and Prince Edward's brother, Prince Michael of Kent, served as the best man. Among the bridesmaids was Princess Anne, adding to the joyous occasion. The marriage ceremony was conducted by the Archbishop of York, Michael Ramsey. The bride opted for a dress that reflected the fashion trends of the 1960s. John Kavanagh designed the gown based on the recommendation of her mother-in-law, Princess Marina. The dress had a round neck, fitted sleeves, and a full skirt with a special 15-foot train. Some concerns arose about the cumbersome dress, prompting the bride to practice her curtsy repeatedly. To complement her attire, she borrowed a diamond and pearl tiara from her mother-in-law's collection, a cherished piece that had once belonged to Queen Mary, her husband's grandmother. The distinguished guests attending the wedding were the Queen Mother, the Duke of Edinburgh, and the then Prince Charles. Royals from Denmark, Greece, the Netherlands, and Norway also graced the occasion. Notably, this wedding served as the meeting point for the future King Juan Carlos of Spain and his royal bride, Princess Sophia of Greece and Denmark. Following their marriage, Catherine assumed the title of Duchess of Kent and the beginning of a new chapter in her life. The couple has 3 children: George, Earl of St. Andrews, born in 1962, Lady Helen Taylor, born in 1964, and Lord Nicholas Windsor, born in 1970. None of their children undertake official royal duties. They also have 10 grandchildren, including Lord Downpatrick, Lady Amelia Windsor, Lady Marina Windsor, and Cassius Taylor. In 1994, Duchess Catherine made a personal decision to convert to Catholicism, and she obtained the Queen's approval. Since her conversion occurred after her marriage, it did not affect the Duke's position in the line of succession. The Act of Settlement, 1701, which disqualifies a Catholic spouse at the time of marriage, no longer applies due to the succession to the Crown Act 2013. In 2002, the Duchess of Kent chose not to use the Her Royal Highness style and stepped back from royal duties. She returned to her humble job as a music teacher and preferred to be known as Catherine Kent. Presently, the Duke and Duchess reside at Wren House, one of the homes located within the grounds of Kensington Palace. It's situated in London's Kensington neighborhood, in a sprawling royal residence where various royal family members, including the Duke and Duchess of Gloucester and Prince and Princess Michael of Kent, also reside. The Duke experienced a mild stroke in the morning of March 2013, but recovered. In April 2015, he injured his hip during a trip to Balmoral and was admitted to Aberdeen Royal Infirmary for treatment. Remarkably, despite his age, he actively participates in numerous royal engagements. Steady Eddie. Since Prince Philip retired from public duties in 2017, the Duke of Kent has stood by the Queen's side for numerous state events. During the pandemic, he was the sole member of the royal family to accompany her to her scaled-down birthday celebrations. He is known for his unwavering dedication and has supported his cousin on many occasions following the passing of Prince Philip. Their close relationship was evident on June 2022 when the Duke stood beside the Queen on the balcony of Buckingham Palace during the Trooping the Colours ceremony, marking the Platinum Jubilee. Their relationship has been described as something akin to whisper-close confidants, their connection unbreakable and profound. The Duke of Kent has been praised for his tireless stoicism and work for the monarch. His unwavering sense of duty and obligation shines brightly, making him a great pillar of support within the royal fold. Known affectionately as Steady Eddie among his family, he is renowned for his work ethic. His involvement spans 140 charities, organizations, and professional bodies, encompassing various causes. From commemorating fallen soldiers to supporting British technology and industry advancement, his dedication knows no bounds. A particular passion of the Duke lies in honoring veterans, especially those who valiantly fought in World Wars I and II. Holding the esteemed position of president in the Commonwealth War Graves Commission, he oversees over 23,000 memorials dedicated to Commonwealth veterans. He frequently undertakes official visits to these sites, underscoring his commitment to paying tribute to their sacrifices. From 1976 to 2001, the Duke of Kent assumed a prominent public role as the vice chairman of British Trade International, later known as the British Overseas Trade Board. His extensive travels, exceeding 60 overseas trips, took him to various corners of the globe, including Europe, Japan, Australia, and the Middle East. In a groundbreaking moment, he became the first member of the royal family to make an official visit to China when he attended the British Energy Exhibition in Beijing in 1979, leaving a lasting impression. Additionally, he held the prestigious position of president of the All England Lawn Tennis and Croquet Club, succeeding his late mother, Princess Marina. Tennis enthusiasts may recognize him from his frequent appearances at the renowned Wimbledon tournament, where he often presents the winners' trophies to the champions. This tradition has become ingrained, with Catherine, Princess of Wales, joining him in this significant honor. Together, they have enjoyed watching recent matches, sharing their love for the sport. Following the passing of Queen Elizabeth, the Duke of Kent now holds the distinction of being the oldest living grandchild of George V and Queen Mary. He had the honor of attending the state funeral of Queen Elizabeth II and the subsequent coronation of King Charles III and Queen Camilla. A remarkable moment was captured in a photograph by Hugo Bernand, showing the Duke of Kent alongside the King, Queen Consort, and other working royals. He is among a select group of only 5 members of the royal family who have had the privilege of attending the coronations of both King Charles and Queen Elizabeth in 1953. This group includes King Charles, the Duke of Gloucester, Prince Michael, and Princess Alexandra, the Duke's siblings. Final thoughts. In a world where the spotlight often shines on the activities of the more prominent and visible younger royals, Prince Edward, the Duke of Kent, stands out for his steadfast commitment to his responsibilities. He carries out his duties with quiet grace, never seeking the limelight but finding deep fulfillment in serving his country and the royal family. His unwavering work ethic is an inspiration to all. Let us not forget the unsung heroes like the Duke of Kent, whose dedication and service deserve our utmost respect. What are your thoughts? Join the conversation and stay connected with Modest Narratives to ensure you get all our engaging and informative videos. Let's celebrate the noteworthy individuals who shaped the monarchy and be inspired.